Welcome to this special edition of the World Trade Webcast. Our guest today is Denis Gagnon Jr. from Excel Dryer. Denis Gagnon Jr. is Vice President of International at Excel Dryer and has over 20 years of experience within international sales and finance. He's been on the board of Excel Dryer for nearly a decade. Denis oversees export sales, lending his expertise to expanding the brand into new territories and establishing Excel Dryer as the global leader of new sustainable design. Denis received his executive MBA from Columbia Business School in New York and his bachelor's in accounting from Babson College in Wellesley, Mass. Denis is a certified public accountant in Massachusetts. Denis will discuss how the high-speed, energy-efficient Accelerator hand dryer changed the public perception of hand dryers with its patented technology. The Accelerator dries hands completely in 10 seconds and uses 80% less energy than conventional hand dryers. It offers a 95% cost savings versus paper towels and eliminates their labor, maintenance, and waste while creating a more hygienic restroom environment. How did Excel Dryer change the public perception of hand dryers with patented Accelerator technology?
Well, Greg, upon acquiring Excel 20 years ago, my father realized he needed to build a better mousetrap. Hand dryers were frustrating to use because they took 30 to 45 seconds or more to dry hands. They just didn't work. So given a choice, people would rather grab a paper towel instead. So the goal was to transform hand dryers from a product that people love to hate into one that was both well-liked and with superior performance. So this really required a complete redesign to make them more powerful and yet remain energy efficient. We determined that conventional hand dryers, in addition to being too slow, actually wasted 90% of the energy going into them. So finally, after 3.5 years of development, we achieved our goal with the Accelerator, which dries hands 3 times faster in as little as 10 seconds, while reducing energy consumption by 80%. So really hit the nail on the head. And in doing so, and with 12 years now of proven performance, Accelerator has ushered in this new high-speed, energy-efficient hand dryer category and has become the industry standard by which other hand dryers are now compared.
Why are commercial facilities all over the world using Accelerator hand dryers instead of paper towels in restrooms?
Well, sure, Greg. Accelerator helps facilities save time, money, and the environment. It operates at a 95% cost savings versus paper towels, eliminating their labor, maintenance, and waste while creating a more hygienic environment. Accelerator is a sustainable product and uses 80% less energy than traditional hand dryers. The Accelerator also represents up to a 70% reduction in the carbon footprint versus paper towels, and just about the same for even 100% recycled paper towels. The Accelerator also qualifies for LEED credits and many other green certifications and helps satisfy corporate or government sustainability goals.
So Denis, how does Excel Dryer determine the cost savings compared to paper towels?
Well, Greg, we can actually determine the cost of using our hand dryer versus paper towels one facility at a time. And we in fact created a customized cost savings and environmental impact calculator that utilizes data provided by the customer, as well as environmental data from the life cycle assessment study performed by Qantas International. And that calculator is of course available on our website, exceldryer.com. To calculate your savings, all you really need to know are the number and total cost of paper towels that you use each year and your facility's electricity cost. And by inputting that information, you can then easily calculate the cost and energy savings versus paper towels, as well as you can calculate the return on investment that you'll achieve by entering in the cost of your hand dryers, including their installation. And what you should find is that when you install Accelerator, you should see at least a 95% cost savings and a full return on investment in less than a year.
Very good. And how does Accelerator help facilities impact global warming trends?
Well, it certainly does help, Greg. In fact, hand dryers have always been better for the environment than paper towels and are a great source reduction alternative. And in fact, the Accelerator offers even greater benefits. By eliminating paper towels in the restrooms, facilities not only reduce their paper consumption, they'll decrease transportation costs and fuel consumption, and thus reducing their overall carbon footprint. According to the US EPA, recycling 1 ton of paper would save enough energy to power the average American home for 6 months, save thousands of gallons of water, and save over 3 cubic yards of landfill space, while reducing greenhouse gas emissions by 1 metric ton of carbon equivalent. Furthermore, the Accelerator uses 80% less energy than traditional models, as I mentioned, and eliminates the labor, maintenance, and waste of paper towels, along with other environmental impacts created by the towel manufacturing process.
Dennis, can you elaborate on the life cycle assessment you cited and why it was performed?
Sure, Greg. Well, we wanted to show the environmental benefits over the full life of a high-speed, energy-efficient hand dryer as compared to conventional dryers in both virgin and recycled paper towels. We also believe in fully documenting and supporting any such claims that we make. So here we relied on Quantis International, an independent life cycle assessment research firm, to conduct a comparative analysis for us. This was then peer-reviewed to the ISO 14040 standards, which are the best in class at the time. CELCA measured a broad range of environmental impacts at all stages of the product life cycle, including material, energy, and pollutant inputs and outputs. Each of the 4 methods were then evaluated to determine the environmental impact of drying 265,000 pairs of hands over 10 years of service, which is generally what we see with our accelerators. The results show that the Accelerator reduces the environmental impact of hand drying by 50 to 70%, even versus those 100% recycled paper towels. In addition to reducing the carbon footprint of hand drying, the Accelerator also reduces other harmful emissions from power generation. Accordingly, it's actually, Greg, a big misconception that recycled paper towels are better for the environment than hand dryers.
Certainly that seems to be the case. So Dennis, how does AccelDryer help facilities achieve sustainability goals compared to your competitors?
Sure, Greg. Well, in addition to those energy savings that we talked about, the Accelerator hand dryer also helps facilities qualify for LEED credits, Green Globes, and other corporate and government sustainability initiatives. And while some other hand dryers qualify for LEED credits too, there are some that qualify for as few as 10 LEED credits, while by comparison, the Accelerator actually qualifies for a total of 92 of the LEED V4 prerequisites and credits. So additionally, the Accelerator is the first hand dryer to be Green Spec listed, awarded the Greener Product Certification Seal, and Green Business Bureau certification. And it's also endorsed by the Green Restaurant Association and Green Hotels Association as well.
Dennis, thanks for joining us today. To learn more about AccelDryer, visit the company's website at acceldryer.com.